welcome to our first practice for 2024. Let's come to seated on our chair, stack the spine, close the eyes, and focus on the breath. I hope everybody had a great holiday season. And observe the breath today. Observe how the breath is moving. Observe if the breath is flowing evenly. Hopefully everybody was able to avoid respiratory infections over the holiday period. Or if you didn't, that they were minor. And after you've observed the pattern of the breath, let's begin to deepen the breath. Follow the breath from the nose through the nasal cavities. With the breath, the air swirls around, where it's humidified, where it's warmed, where it's prepared to enter the lungs. Down the throat, splitting into the right and left lung, filling the lungs like a glass of water is filled from the bottom to the top. Thinking about setting an intention for your practice today. Beginning to become aware of the movement of the diaphragm. That big, flat muscle that goes all the way around the bases of the base of the ribs, attaches to the spine. And it acts somewhat like a bellows, expanding the volume of the lungs as it moves down towards the seat of the chair, creating that void that's filled by the air from the atmosphere. Pausing briefly at the top of your inhale breath, and then allowing the exhale breath to empty the lungs completely. So drawing the belly back towards the spine. And at the end of our exhale breath, lifting the diaphragm slightly to expel the last bits of air from the lungs. Our diaphragm is our primary breathing muscle. Now, wrap the hands, take the hands, thumbs facing behind you, wrap the hands around the base of the ribs and create some gentle pressure on the ribs. And as you breathe in, both Take the diaphragm down and allow the ribs to expand with the resist fingers. Exhale. Feel the ribs collapse back towards center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale once more. Just bring the hands back to rest. But we're going to continue that action of moving the belly or expanding the belly by moving the diaphragm down and flaring the ribs out from the center line of the body. So inhale. And then exhale, draw the belly back towards the spine. Ribs come into center. Inhale once more. Inhale. Exhale. Three. Exhale. And 4. We're going to continue to work on the breath now, evening out the flow of our inhale and exhale breath and adding a brief pause at the top of our inhale and the end of our exhale. So let's inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 2, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 3, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 3, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 3, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 3, 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 4, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 4, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 4, 2, 3, 4. Pause. 4, 2, 3, 4. Well, the final breathing exercise we'll do today is alternate nostril breathing. This helps to balance the right and left hemispheres of the brain. And, after our holiday break, we may need to sort of think about rebalancing. So use the right thumb to close the right nostril. And you can by supporting the right arm with the left arm, it just allows you to focus a little bit more on the breathing exercises, part of the exercise, rather than the need to support the arm. So close the right nostril, inhale left, close left, exhale right, inhale right, close right, exhale left, inhale left, close left, exhale right, inhale right, close right, exhale left, final round, inhale left, close left, exhale right, inhale right, close right, exhale left. Release the hands. Take the hands to the side. Let's just take one round of the breath, inhaling through the nose. And this time we're going to exhale through the mouth with a big deep sigh. So inhale, exhale. Come back to our seated mountain pose. Connect the feet to the floor. Try and bring the ankles to a right angle. Knees over the heels. Knees at a right angle, hips at a right angle. Stacking the spine. Drawing the shoulder blades slightly in towards the spine and then sliding them down towards the top of the waist, stacking the neck over the spine. The chin is level. And now 4 rounds of the breath, your own time and your own space. You can add that pause in, but do whatever is most comfortable for you to complete 4 rounds of deep breathing. Inhale. Inhale 2. Inhale 3. Inhale 4. Let's bring the hands back to the side. Take the hands through an arc, bring them overhead so the hands meet, and draw the hands back to heart center. Press the palms into one another, and perhaps feel the shoulder blades moving slightly apart on the back. Inhale up for 2. Exhale, draw down. Inhale up for 3. Exhale, draw down. Now interlace the fingers and press the palms out towards me. Move the arms overhead. Twist slightly towards the right side. Twist towards the left side. Come back to center and let's twist right again. And twist left. Center and twist right. Center and twist left. Flip the palms, release the index finger towards the sky, and lean right or lean left. Through center, lean right. Through center, lean left. And lean right and just hold there for a moment. Inhale, return to center and lean left and hold for 1, 2, 3. Inhale, come back to center. Release the hands. Take hand to the outside of the right thigh. Bring the right hand in behind you. See if you can work the wrist into the sacrum and twist towards our right side. Slow the breath down. Inhale, raise the arms back overhead. Exhale, twist towards our left side. Work the right wrist in towards the base, towards the sacrum, as we twist towards our right side. On the knees, inhale, lift the sternum towards the sky, and then exhale, round the back gently towards the back of the chair. Inhale up, exhale back, and one more time, inhale up, and exhale towards the back of the chair. Inhale, bring the body back to our seated mountain pose. Let's do a little work on the neck. Let's take the left hand to the floor. Bring the left fingertips above the right ear. Drop the left ear towards the left shoulder and stretch the right fingertips down towards the floor, gently stretching out that right side of the neck. So we're not pulling with the left hand. We're just letting the left hand, the weight of the left hand, rest beside the head, stretching out the neck on the left side. Bring the head back to center. Release the left hand to the floor. Take the right fingertips above the left ear. Take the right ear towards the right shoulder and stretch the left fingertips down towards the floor. Keep the breath even and steady. Try to find the stretch during the exhale portion of your breath. Yep. Inhale, come back to center. Inhale the arms overhead. And this time as we exhale, we're going to fold forward over the legs. So use the edge of the chair to pull the sit bones back and fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up about halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up. And exhale, the hands back to heart center. Now, depending on how that forward fold felt, you may want to bring your blocks beside the ankles. So if your hands didn't reach to the floor as we came into the forward fold, just bring the hands to rest on the blocks. You might need to use the highest height. Are you hearing me? Yeah? Oh, good. Or you might use one of the intermediate heights. So blocks and beside the ankles. Inhale the arms overhead and fold at the crease of the hips, folding over the legs, bringing the hands to the blocks at any height. And now we'll take 3 rounds of the breath here, breathing into the resistance of the thighs against the ribs. 2 and 3. Inhale, come all the way up and draw the hands back to heart center. Inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise part way. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And return the hands to heart center. Let's do that once more. Inhale, up. Fold over the legs. Rise up part way. Exhale, fold back towards the floor. Inhale, come all the way up. Interlace the fingers overhead and draw the right shin and the right knee in towards the right shoulder. Flex or point and flex the toes of the right foot. Circle in one direction and circle in the opposite direction. Bring the hands, cup the knee with the hands or use your belt and circle the knee, taking it in one direction and then going in the opposite direction. Bring the right ankle to rest on the left thigh, or if that's not available to you, let the right ankle rest in front of the left ankle. So alternate ways to come into this pose. Strongly flex the toes in towards the shin. So while the toes are drawing in, this right mount of the right big toe is drawing out. Stack up the spine here. And let's breathe. Gently rock the right knee with the right hand. And now support the right knee with the right hand and press the right knee into the right hand. So we're strengthening the muscles, those muscles that externally rotate the leg. And release. Remember to keep that flex in the foot. Press in. And release. Final time. Flex. Press. And exhale and release. Stretch the right foot out in front of you. You might bring your blocks into play. You're seated towards the edge of your chair, but just enough, make sure that you feel secure and that the sit bones are engaged with the chair. You can grasp the edge of the chair. This can help you to keep the back nice and long as we fold over that outstretched leg. Back nice and long. You might release the hands onto the blocks. Keep stretching out. Try and find ease during your exhale breath. Inhale, come all the way up. Our hands meet overhead. Draw the right foot back. Extend the left leg out in front of us. And once again, you can come to the edge of the chair. Fold long. Now, without rounding the back, you might find that you have sufficient range of motion to bring the hands to the blocks here. Again, try to feel that stretch all the way down the back of the left leg. Let's inhale, come up. Feet meet at the center. Interlace the fingers in the non-dominant interlace. Draw the left knee towards the left shoulder. Point, flex, point, flex, point, and flex the toes. Circle one way. Circle the opposite way. Come onto the knee. Move the knee through a circle, finding your range of motion for the knee, going in one direction and then in the opposite direction. Release the left ankle onto the right thigh. Again, flexing the toes strongly in towards the shin, pushing the mound of the left big toe out, rocking the knee, and then pressing the knee into the resistance of the hand, and release. Press, and release, and press, and release. Let's bring the left foot back to the floor. Check in with your seated mountain pose. Just scan the body. Notice any areas that you think are going to need any special attention during the rest of our practice. And perhaps think of directing the breath towards those areas for the balance of our practice. Inhale the arms overhead. And let's exhale once more, forward folding, hands coming to the blocks or the floor. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. And draw the hands back to heart center. Coming to seated, arms at the side. Hopefully, everybody still has their weights handy. Let's find our weights. Arms just down to the side. Just do some hammer curls, so bring the weights up to the shoulders and drag them down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Bring the weights up so the elbows are at a right angle. Glue the elbows to the lowest ribs. And by drawing the shoulder blades together, open the arms to the side for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Bring the weights back to the side. Take the shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. You can take no weights, one weight, or both weight in the let's begin with the right hand. Support the right elbow on the right knee. Open and close. Draw. Resist as we go down for 1 or for 2. 2. 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. 9. 9. 10. 10. 11. 11. And 12. And 12. Let's switch. One. 2. 2. Remember to resist on the way down. 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. 9. 9. 10. 10. 11. 11. And 12. And 12. Come back to center. Let's just take one weight now. Just hold the weight like this. And we're going to do sort of a wood chopping motion. So we're going to get that stalk of firewood ready for our winter campfire. So lean forward, but keep the spine long. Draw the shoulders back a bit. So the shoulders are in the position of the shoulder socket. And let's raise the arms up for 1. 1. 2. 2. 3. 3. 4. 4. 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. 9. 9. 10. 10. 11. 11. And 12. And 12. Set the weights aside now. Since we've got the legs in a V right now, bring the blocks into the center of your V. And again, come back. Let's build this posture up from the ground. Connect the feet to the floor. Feel that connection come up, the legs. Connect the seat to the edge of the chair. Let's bring the arms up to a cactus position. Breathe here. Twist right. Inhale, exhale. Twist left. Twist right. Twist left. Twist right. Twist left. Now bring the right elbow to the right knee and reach the left arm overhead. Inhale, come back up. Twist towards the right side. Left elbow to left knee and reach across. Inhale, come back up. And once again, gently twist right. Gently twist left. Right. Exhale left. Exhale right. And exhale left. Let's raise the arms overhead and exhale, fold into the center of that V formed by the legs, the block. The hands can come to the blocks. They might just come to the thighs, to the blocks. Try different heights of the block. But whatever height, whatever depth you choose to go in this posture, make sure that the back is still long. That you're not folding forward to bring yourself into this pose. I mean, you're not rounding the back to get you are coming into this pose by folding forward, but you're not coming into this pose rounding the back. Inhale, come all the way up. Our hands meet overhead, and exhale, draw the hands back. Heart center. Let's turn towards our left side. And now, turning left, bring the left leg, support the left thigh on the chair, and let's bring the right knee below the right hip. Try to establish a line, knee, hip, shoulder, ear. Establish that line down the right side of the body, pressing the right hip forward. You can have that right foot curled under, or you can rest on the top of the toes. Or try both. They'll give you a very different stretch of the foot. Let's release that hand down and now slide that leg back as far as you can and begin to work the knee on that outside leg towards straight. You can bring both hands onto the chair side thigh. Firm up the core muscles to take the stress out of the lower back and feel the stretch all the way down the front of your right thigh, of the right thigh that is on the outside. Let's draw that right leg in. Come back through center. And now we're going to bring the opposite thigh onto the chair. So now the right thigh is on the chair. The left knee, the outside knee, is below the hip. We're firming up the core muscles, lining the knee, hip, and shoulder and ear up, and stretching the arm up towards the ceiling. Breathing here. You can perhaps bring the hands there, and then begin to work that foot back to come into a chair-supported runner's lunge. So we're working that outside leg towards straight. And since you probably haven't done this stretch since maybe one of the last times we practiced together, you may feel that there's a little extra discomfort in this stretch than maybe the point you had gotten to in your practice in December. Let's draw now that right leg in and come back to center. So to finish off the active part of our practice, let's come back to our, let's come to and do a little standing work just before. So face the back of your chair. Everybody make sure you've got a chair that's not going to roll away from you. I don't think anybody's using that type of a chair. Let's come standing behind our chair. Take a look down at the feet. Take them about hip distance apart. And now do that same connection. Do the connection of the feet to the floor. Big toe mound to the floor, little toe mound to the floor, center of the heel, center. Feel the weight evenly distributed on that triangular shape. Draw the tailbone slightly down, soften the ribs in, draw the shoulder blades back, inhale the arms overhead, and let's exhale, fold forward towards the chair. Inhale, rise up halfway. Exhale, fold towards the chair. Inhale, come all the way up. And draw the hands back to heart center. Once more, inhale up. Fold towards the chair. And let's back the feet away. Press the hands into the chair and make the body into an L shape. Lift the inner line of the legs, firm up the belly. Stretch the head towards the chair and draw the hips away from the chair to lengthen the spine. Turn the right toe slightly out towards the side, maybe about a 45-degree angle. Bring the left foot in towards the chair. Bend the left knee towards the chair. Firm up the core. And either support yourself with the chair or consider raising one arm. If that feels secure and stable, raise both arms. Drop the hands towards the chair. Raise the back heel. Step back. Stretch out. Turn the left toes out. Step the right foot in towards the chair. So right foot points straight. Of the left foot, Bend the right knee in towards the chair. Firm up the core muscles to give you stability and strength. Raise one or both arms for our Warrior One pose. Virabhadrasana 1. Drop the hands to the chair. Lift the back heel and step back into our L shape. Let's repeat our Warrior One by turning the left toes out, or turning the right toes out, left foot in. Bend the knee, firm the core, raise the arms. Drop the hands, lift the back heel, step back, stretch out in an L shape. Right toes turn, or left toes turn out, right foot steps in. Bend the right knee, firm the core, connect to the floor, lift the arms overhead. Lift the heel, drop the hands, and step back to our L shape. Let's step the left foot part way in towards the chair. Raise the right leg and cross it over behind you and bend the knee. Inhale, come up, bring both feet back to center. Raise the left foot, cross it over, and bend the knee. Inhale, come back to center. Back away from the chair. Walk the feet in towards the chair. And let's finish off our standing work with tree pose. So, as always, use the chair for as much or as little support as you need. Great. Did you lose me? No? Raise the heel, turn out. You can just bring the heel to the ankle. You can bring it to the inner calf, or perhaps up to the inner thigh. Bring the hands together at heart center. Option to raise the arms overhead. Draw the hands back to heart center. Bring the knee in. And just take a moment here to step, move your chair to the other side. Create your foundation for your tree pose in the chair side foot. Lift the outside heel, come to the ankle or inner thigh. Bring the hands together at heart center. Open the arms overhead. Draw the hands back to heart center. And let's come back to our seated pose. So, coming to seated. Let's sit. Come back to our seated mountain pose. Let's take the feet just a little wider than hip distance. And let both knees sway right. Take both knees towards the left, right, left, right, and hold the knees towards the right. Take the right hand to the left thigh and twist left. And we'll hold this twist for about 4 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And once more, inhale and exhale. Inhale, come through center, let both knees go towards the left side. Take the left hand to the outside of the right thigh and twist in the opposite direction. And again, we'll take about 4 breaths in this twist. Inhale, bring the knees back to center. Walk the feet back to hip distance, and let's take 3 cat-cow moves just to end off before we go to our final relaxation part of our practice. So inhale, lift the sternum. Exhale, round towards the back of this chair. Inhale, come up. Exhale, round back. And one more time, inhale up. And this time, sigh out your exhale through the mouth. Let's come back to seated. So now we can move from sitting towards the front of our chair, move back in your chair to where the back of the chair is supporting your back. Try and get your seat right towards the back of the chair so that the full back of the chair is in contact with the spine rather than just sort of leaning on it in one spot. Close the eyes. Find a comfortable position for the hands. Palms down. Try both palms up and palms down. Let the breath slow right down. So during our practice, we work to establish control of the breath, to link the breath with the movement of the body. In our savasana, our final relaxation part of our practice, we relax that control. We surrender. The breath is surrendered to the involuntary rhythm of the breath. The body is surrendered to the floor or to the chair. So we're no longer seeking to create a shape. We're allowing the body to find the shape of the floor or the chair. So let the body relax. Let the body mold itself to the chair. And finally, allow the mind to relax. Set aside any judgment, any worries, any concerns. And remind yourself that whatever direction your practice took today, it was the perfect direction for your practice today. Let each breath deepen the sense of relaxation, the sense of peace, the sense of wholeness that you've created through your practice today. Now let's begin to bring some movement back to the body. Just gently move the fingers. Maybe you can circle the wrists. Move the feet, toes, circle the ankles. You might take the head forward and back. Slide yourself back to the front of the chair. Come to back to our seated mountain pose. Everybody take a nice deep breath in together. Fill the lungs right to the top, and then exhale through the mouth with a nice big sigh. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Come back to our seated mountain pose. Raise the arms overhead. Draw the hands back to heart center. And thank yourself for making time for this practice. Perhaps think about setting an intention for your practice for 2024. Thank each other for sharing your practice, and thank you so much for once again offering me the honor to guide you through your practice as we enter this new year. Thank you. Thank you.